What's the best example of boring businesses making the most money?
I think a lot of people forget that boring businesses aren't necessarily boring to the people that are running them.
Yeah.
They like the art of business and don't really care what business is making them money.
If I go to the museum, go look at Da Vinci. Take 4 hours, just look at all the Da Vinci pictures. Now go home and make your own creation in the style of Da Vinci.
Yeah.
That's not copyright theft.
Right.
It's not. But I wonder if it's different when it's AI because it's computer.
So here's the thing that threw me off with all of this, right? Is
you ready, Gummy?
I'm ready.
You sure?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for another fun-filled and exciting episode of Start It or Scrap It? All right, this is Start It or Scrap It, where we discuss your business questions.
Well, I think we've expanded beyond that because
Sure.
we talk about all
kinds of things.
pretty much anything business related.
Anything business related, right? So if you're out there and you have a question about your business, whether it's starting your business, a business you're already running, or you're just curious about business in general,
Yep.
right? And if you're on TikTok right now watching this live, leave a comment.
Oh,
Let
questions.
us know. Or questions,
We
right?
love questions.
Put a question in the comments.
And
We'd
we
love to
actually
talk
answer
to you.
them.
We do answer
for
them.
the most part.
For the most part, we try to. I'm Mike Terkanian,
I'm Gummy.
and we help people with business questions. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? There's not much to say, but this is the Start It or Scrap It podcast. How have you been, man? How's your week been?
Pretty good.
Yeah. You had a fabulous barbecue on Sunday.
I'm pretty sure
It
I
was
was
awesome.
slightly hungover on Sunday because I was drinking stuff that I normally don't drink.
Yeah.
Which is like the mixed mixers.
Okay, yep.
That in it, and I think it has sugar in it.
Oh, that'll get you, man.
I drank 3 of them, and the next day I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, we're
Ooh.
getting old.
And I wasn't like, it's not like I was buzzed when I went to bed.
Right.
I think it's just that lingering effect.
Well, we have that much sugar in something like that.
I know.
It gets you. That's what hurts the most with the hangover. It's just the sugar
Yeah.
and the dehydration and the sugar.
Yes.
But even if you hydrate a lot and there's a lot of sugar in those drinks, man, it'll hit you hard the next day.
That's why.
So for all you youngins out there that are 25 years old drinking your face off at night, I'm telling you, man, once you hit like 35, 40,
Oh yeah.
it really starts to hit real bad.
That's why I
the next
switched
day.
to just drinking straight up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you'll
that's it.
be way better off that way anyway.
Yeah.
So in the business world,
Yeah.
anything new happened to you this week?
Yes.
Yes.
So didn't happen to me. And this is our least favorite topic.
Okay.
AI. Friend of mine, 62 years old.
Yep.
He's been a carpenter 40 years.
Okay.
Right. He builds tiki huts.
Okay.
Like custom, really nice
That is cool.
tiki huts.
That's
right?
very
Like,
cool.
Like his work is like perfect, right? And he posted something on Facebook the other day. He was like, "Hey, I'm 60 years old. I was trying this thing that people are talking about called ChatGPT."
Okay.
He's like, "I
Have
uploaded."
you heard of it?
Yeah, but it's new to him, right?
Yeah,
Like
true.
we just assume
No,
that
of course.
people. And he uploads 4 pictures of his tiki huts and
Okay.
asks GPT to make him a flyer.
Mhm.
And he's like, "I like the end result." He's like, "So I posted it in one of the tiki forums,
Yeah.
right?" And he's like, "That flyer got several hundred comments, with the vast majority of them being negative, saying, they'll never buy a tiki hut from him because he's using AI to make fake tiki huts." And like the comments just went on and on and on.
Wow.
And I'm like, here's a 60-some-year-old guy that's literally trying to like make his tiki huts look
Yeah.
a little bit nicer and create like a basic flyer, right? Like it was basic, but it was
Yeah.
kind of cool. It showed 4 different types of tiki huts that he's built. But the amount of flack that he got for that,
Why
Right?
though?
I don't know. I think we are.
Are we already at the robot rebel? We're rebelling against the
So
robots?
I think it's gotten to that point, right? Like, I'll give you another example. There's a guy that has a YouTube channel, huge musician,
Yeah.
went on CBS and showed them what Suno was capable of,
Okay. Yeah.
right? With the
Oh,
music.
I think I saw this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the music and stuff,
Yeah.
right? And the amount of people that had negative comments about it, right? And I'm like, so we're getting to this stage where people are becoming hugely anti-AI. Like there's a pocket of anti-AI, pro-AI, and then there's just the people in the middle,
Yeah.
right? And you and I both know the loudest
Who just
voices
I
are
just want to get to work. I don't care.
right. Like we both know the loudest people are the ones that
Right,
sit
of
on the
course.
ends, right? So I've been thinking about this a lot this week is like AI is just technology. It's the next step, right? And people are like, well, it's not real music if it's made by AI. It's not a real graphic if it's made by AI.
Mm.
And I'm like, weren't we having these arguments where it's like, it's not real art if it's made on a computer? I mean, that argument I remember
Yeah,
those
sure.
arguments
Right.
taking place in
Yeah.
the
If
90s,
someone
right?
didn't draw it, right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not art, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's not music unless there's a human involved. Well, can they use autotune? Like,
Yeah, but
can you,
I think it's the creativity aspect of it.
right. So what has happened over time, right? Who the creative person is shifts,
Mm-hmm.
right? So back in the day, it was the guy that knew how to use a paintbrush, right? Or could draw with a pencil. Then we got into graphic arts. Well, now it's the guys that know how to use computers and can see it. Well,
Okay, hold on.
who's the next round of creators?
So I haven't thought this through, but the
Mm-hmm.
first thing that pops into my mind, do you remember the scandal with Milli Vanilli?
Oh yeah. Oh
Is
yeah.
there a way to equate this with that I'm missing? Like I
Well,
feel like there's a way because
they were using ghost singers,
but
right?
right, exactly,
Yeah.
because it wasn't actually the guys that were
Mm-hmm.
singing that you're saying, hey, it's you know they're the ones in the video.
Right.
So there was behind the scenes people actually
Yes.
doing. Is that kind of the same thing here?
But I mean,
Because everyone was furious about
but
that.
that's like the vast majority of books about people or business books.
Ghostwriters.
They're all ghostwritten,
Right.
right? Like the name on
Right.
the cover is not the person that wrote the book,
Right.
right? So like, should that be outrageous?
I don't know.
Right? So
I
so
don't.
but my point is um getting good output from AI is a skill.
that in itself is a skill.
Correct.
Yes.
That's a skill set, right? Like just like plucking a guitar is a skill set. Being able to sing, being able to produce, being able to do graphic design, like all of these things are things that were just niched down because very few people could do that actual portion of it, right? What AI has done and is doing is revolutionizing who has access to it, right? Like I have a friend of mine who plays bass, but he loves writing songs. Like he has a library of probably 500 songs that he's written, but he's never been in an opportunity where he had a band that he could play with.
Mm-hmm.
But he has the melody in his head. He can play it on the bass, but he doesn't have a singer, right? And he doesn't have the rest of the band. That's now an opportunity for a musician to create the melody, create the bass line, and then fill in the instruments using AI and pick whatever vocals he wants to
Yep.
sing the music, right? Are you telling me that he's not an artist?
Well, what about the like take I can't use Prince because he's obviously a fantastic artist, but think about the guy you never heard of before who writes great music and then someone else sings it and performs it,
Mhm.
right? Is that performer the artist or
Right.
is the guy who wrote the
But
music the
but
artist?
that's the thing is to create a song, for example, right? Just like when we create a flyer, there's multiple people involved in the process, right? So who is ultimately the creative one? Is it the one that's actually moving the pieces around on the
Yeah.
screen? Or is it the guy that can walk over and go, that doesn't look right. We need to,
This feeds into
right? Artist, art director,
well, yeah.
right?
This feeds into a legal theory now that's been
Hmm.
going around for a while, where they're trying to determine if training Chat GPT or other of these AI platforms on an existing artist's work
Hmm.
constitutes copyright infringement. So, for example, I'm just gonna make up an artist. You know, Joe Schmo. Okay, artist Joe
Hmm.
Schmo is famous and still alive today, and is famous for having these abstract drawings
Hmm.
or yeah, abstract drawings. And you train Chat GPT, we'll use as an example,
Okay.
on Joe Schmo's work,
Yep.
right? and other people, Da Vinci, et cetera, et
Yep.
cetera. And so when someone says to ChatGPT, make a drawing for me in the style of Joe Schmo,
Okay.
and it does it,
Okay.
is that copyright infringement?
Okay. So if I take you to the Philly Art Museum and I show you a bunch of paintings
Right.
as an art
Yeah.
student, and we get back and I say, I need you to make an art piece in the style of the artist we
Right.
just saw.
Yeah.
Is that copyright
I
infringement?
agree with you.
Right?
I
Like
agree with you entirely.
it's becoming
But
a very fine line with all of this stuff, right?
right.
Like, because I can write in the style of Shakespeare, right? Doesn't mean that I'm copying Shakespeare.
Right.
It just means that's where I got my inspiration from, right?
But that I was going to use that word, inspiration. That's the exact word I was going to go with. That's the issue. Is it inspired when it's ChatGPT? Or is it mimic? Is it copying?
But here's the thing, right? Because you're forgetting ChatGPT or any of these AIs don't do anything until you tell it to do something.
No, I understand that.
So you are the creative.
But that's also like saying that the music, the song that I downloaded from Napster 20 years ago, right, isn't being played until I hit the play button. So is it actually copywriting it? Is it copyright infringement until I play it? Right? What if I just download it and haven't played it? Is it still copyright infringement? So, right? So it's kind of the same thing. That was an argument for a while too.
Well, that was for a long time.
Yeah. So, that's still the question here is until I tell it to make the art in the form of Joe Schmo, has there any copyright issue occurs or any legal issues? Have I stolen Joe Schmo's art?
Right. Well, yeah.
Right? It's an interesting question. It really is.
But it's
I think at the end of the day, no. I don't think that's going to happen.
I think if it copies things verbatim,
Yep.
right? Just like if I'm writing a book, right? Because I've written a couple of books.
Yeah.
I can't go and copy someone else verbatim and not think that it's copyright, right?
Right.
But I'll give you a story. Back when I was working professionally in a kitchen, right? The chef comes out with a new plate that was going on the menu, the new menu, right? And he goes, look what I just came up with, right? And we look at it and go, wow, that's really pretty, right? 6 months later, I'm at his house because we're putting together a new menu again, and I'm flipping through his cooking books. What do I see on page 17? Right?
Right.
The dish that he, in his mind, thought he had come up with, not realizing he hadn't opened that cooking book in like 7 years.
And it's stuck in the back of his mind somewhere. Yeah,
correct.
Sure.
Right. So he thought it was an original creation.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like I've written books where it's almost verbatim. Like 3 people write the exact same thing, right? Like, because how many ways can you explain something?
Yeah.
Like business books are infamous for it. Self-help books, infamous for it. Like, go read a book on neurolinguistic programming and tell me that they aren't basically copies of one another, right? Like,
but that you can't copy. So just for legal theory, and there's actually a couple questions we'll get to in a second. For legal theory, when it comes to copyright, you can't copyright an idea. Right. An idea becomes possibly a patent, possibly, depending on certain circumstances. You can't copyright an idea. So like the example we always give is you can't copyright the idea of a boy wizard who makes friends in a big castle and blah 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 blah, flies on a broom and stuff like that. You can't copyright that. You can copyright the story that you tell. I could make a book that is 90% Harry Potter and be okay from a copyright standpoint. As long as I don't use the same names, same locations, the same look and feel, et cetera, right? Yeah. When it comes to copyright law, it's what's called the heart of the piece, the heart of the piece of the art, right? What is the heart of that piece of work? And if you're stealing that, then it's a theft of copyright.
Got it.
Okay? So the question still stands because I agree with you. If I go to the museum and I teach my son, go look at Da Vinci, just take 4 hours to just look at all the Da Vinci pictures. Now go home and make your own creation in the style of Da Vinci. Yeah. That's not copyright theft.
Right.
It's not. But I wonder if it's different when it's AI because it's a computer.
So here's the thing that threw me off with all of this, right? Did you ever look up, there's a video called Axis of Awesome.
Yeah.
They're a humor band, right? And they literally play every single hit for the last 20 years using 4 chords. and never really change the melody.
Yeah.
And every single hit song fits on top of it. Like we're talking Lion King, we're talking Four Non Blondes, we're talking
Yep.
like all of it, right?
Yeah.
It all fits on those four
Of
chords,
course.
right? Because I think
I've seen it. Yeah, I
yeah.
know it. I know it.
So like, were they all stealing from each other?
No, because you're taking those chords and using them in different ways, and you're adding different things to them.
Possibly. Some of them are the same four chords repeated.
Well, I mean, what are there? There's 7 different types of what you have comedy, you have drama,
Mhm.
you have horror, right? There's like 7 different. I think it's 7 different types of
Right.
whatever it's called, whatever it's. I can't think of the word. Anyway, does that mean that everyone who's written a different comedy is stealing from each other because it's funny?
Right.
Right.
This is where it. So all I'm saying is AI is just allowing more people to play this game now.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's all it's done. It's opened the door, and people are upset about it because it now requires less talent.
There's some real legal implications there that have to be
I get it.
resolved.
I get it. I mean, it's the
So-
same thing with writing or any of it. Right?
Tiberius on TikTok says, "Here's a simple fix. If it's made by a machine, it has the value of a Xerox printed piece of paper." Not necessarily. I mean, because let me put it to you like this. Well, I know what he's saying, but let's put it to you like this.
So a Tesla that's 90% made by robots,
Right,
is now basically valueless because it's made by robots.
Well, no, I don't think that's what he's saying. I think what he's saying is that when a machine makes it,
Mhm.
it's just like if you were to take a picture, like let's take what's his name, the Campbell soup, the picture, in the 60s and 70s, the big artist.
I wasn't here in 60s and 70s.
Yeah, but you know who he is.
Oh.
I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, let's just take Picasso, right?
Yeah.
You take a Picasso and you make a photocopy of it on a Xerox, right?
Mhm.
What most people think, and I think maybe that's where Tiberius is going here, what most people think is that's worth, it's just it's a Xerox. What's it worth? That's actually copyright infringement. You can't do that.
Correct.
Right. So there are certain things that, and if you take a machine and the machine duplicates something that's already in existence, that's still copyright infringement, even though a machine did it. Right.
I get it. If you're making an identical copy, right?
If you're making something that's similar, and again, as I said, it's the heart of the art.
So I will argue that it's not worthless, because I can buy $24.99 at the Constitution Center a copy of the Declaration of Independence that's basically a photocopy. So it's not worth nothing.
Well, Declaration of Independence can't be copyrighted, but okay.
No, but what I'm saying is, you go to an art museum, there's going to be posters of famous paintings you can buy.
Yeah, right? Sure. But they've been allowed to do
Correct.
that. You have the royalty to do that.
So even a copy can hold value.
Oh no, copy can hold value. Absolutely. Right. Oh my God, of course.
But I think that's what people are missing with this whole thing is it always creating something new? No. But I mean, realistically, are most artists creating something new all the time? Because I've listened to.
Yeah, it's right. It's the same music over and over again. Like, a lot of, not all cases, but in a lot of cases.
Like my daughter was playing some of her pop the other day, and I couldn't tell the artists apart.
Yeah,
I literally could not tell them apart. They all sounded the same music, same, and I'm like, so this is art now? Like, how is this any more art than AI?
I agree. Actually, that feeds into this next comment I'm going to get to from J.H. Lowry. Says, the minute that value has been established, it's copyright infringement. You don't have to establish, just so you know, you don't have to establish value for it to be copyright. If I take, or your daughter or anybody takes a piece of paper and draws something on it, and I put it in a desk drawer somewhere, that's still my copyright. It's not, even though it has zero value to anybody, it still has copyright, so it doesn't have to have value. And when I copyright, if I were to steal someone's copyright, I don't have to actually have created value in order for it to be infringement.
Right.
So in other words, the big thing was always with the video cassettes, right? It says in the beginning, right? If or even DVDs, if you were to duplicate this, even duplication without monetary reward is still copyright infringement.
Right.
Right. So you don't have to create value in the duplicate, and the original doesn't have to have value either. So when you're talking about like music, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go back. It's funny if you listen to songs from the 70s
Yep.
or the 80s, and when we were kids, we thought, oh wow, this is great. Then go listen to songs from the 30s. They're the same song.
Yeah.
Now listen to music today. It's the same music, just being used in a different format. Like you said, the same 4 chords, right? Just being used in different formats with
And
different things
it's
added
the
to
same
it.
thing with a
Are
lot.
we creating value? I don't know. Was the original the valuable thing?
It's the same thing with books, right?
Yeah.
You can read 2 books by 2 different authors and you're like, they're basically saying the same thing, right? Like at the core of it, it's the same thing. They may
Yeah.
not be using the exact same words in the same order, but they're teaching you both the exact same principle,
Yeah.
right? My only point with all of this was creativity has always shifted throughout time, right? It was one person that was the only person able to do this at some point,
Right.
right? Like metalworking.
Yes.
Metalworking could only be done by very, very specific people.
Right.
Then we added machinery. Now more people could do that, right? Then we added automation and CNC machines. Well, now even more people could do more detailed metalworking, right?
Yep.
And we're getting to a point where AI is going to be able to do a lot of that metalworking. Well, does that mean that it no longer holds value because AI was able to do it, right? Like it's just, I guess I see it in a way where creativity is so, because God knows how much music gets published every year, right? But we only hear the same 100 songs a
Yeah.
year, right?
Yeah.
We're now going to get flooded with it because more people have an opportunity to be creative because the tools that are being used were simplified. Like I remember when EDM music first came out.
What a great day.
Yeah, but people were like, that's not real music.
That's not real music.
It's all made on a computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And
but it still has a beat, it still has a rhythm, it still hits hard, right?
I mean,
Like,
there was a time where do you remember the movie Tron?
yeah.
Like way back the old school
Oh, yeah.
Tron, right? Do you know that movie was not allowed to receive a nomination for special effects
Because they
award
used CGI?
because they used computer graphics,
Huh?
and at the time, computer graphics were deemed to
Yes.
be ineligible
Yeah.
for awards.
Right? Which,
Now everything's computer graphics.
correct, right?
I mean, half the movie shot in front of the
So-
green screen anymore.
So I think we're getting to a stage now as people are starting to understand, and I don't think people fully understand what a lot of these AI tools are capable of.
Yeah.
But it's going to get to a point where it's just like when we introduced the computer, when the Excel spreadsheet took over the manual bookkeeping on an actual book, right? There's going to be people that are really, really, really good at using those tools. Just like there's people that are really, really, really good at using their voice.
Yeah.
Right. And you're gonna get a new genre of music, right? I have a feeling that at some point they are going to label AI music in a separate category temporarily, and then eventually that's just going to be as normal as everything else, right?
Maybe.
No, I think where the differentiator is going to be is musical artists that can actually perform are going to be making all of their money doing live shows, things like that. Not the stuff.
Oh,
people,
that's already happening.
correct.
Yeah.
So and
it was different before. It used to
Correct.
be the live shows were there to
Oh, yeah.
promote the sales of the albums.
Oh,
Now the live shows are where the artists make most of their money.
Prince came up with the greatest marketing stunt of all time, and
Yeah.
the studio shut him down. I've told you this story,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where he literally wanted to take a CD and send it to every household
Yep.
in London.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
brilliant.
tell
right?
them.
Because there were at the time there was no value. There were very, very little money for Prince selling a CD,
Mhm.
right? As a marketing campaign, it was cheaper for him to promote the concert by sending a CD to every single household in London. And they were calculating just on the first concert, he not only would have made his money back, it would have paid for the entire production, everything of the CD. The second show would have been all profit, right? And this is what? Late 90s, early 2000s?
Early 2000s.
Right? Where,
late 90s.
where there was really no value in selling a CD.
Right.
As like same thing. If you buy my book on Amazon, right? It's, I don't know, $19.99, I think it is, right? Do you know how much of that I get?
I have no idea.
$2.47.
Nice. Yes. Congratulations.
Right? The rest goes to the printer, the publisher,
Right.
Amazon, like
Right.
everybody takes a cut along the way, right? So Like if I can sell you the book directly, I make $6,
Oh,
right? Because
yeah.
I get a discount when I have it
Right.
printed, right?
Right.
And buy it direct. But it's the same thing, um, like with music, right? Streaming services. Who's making all the money in the music industry right now?
Uh, well,
The Spotify's,
Spotify,
the Amazons, the
right.
right? Yeah. Artists like Spotify just put in a rule, I believe, that if you don't have 1,000 streams at least a month, you forfeit your right to the royalties until you hit 1,000
Wow.
streams.
That's harsh.
Well, I know,
Jeez.
but it's the same thing with self-published books, right? Do you know? Do you know what the number is for average number of self-published books sold?
10.
No, it's somewhere. I think the average is like 700,
Is it?
right?
Okay. I
So
honestly wouldn't think it's that
so
high.
so if you do the math, well, because it's across all of it,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Like
true.
so, Alex Hermosi sells 100 million
Yeah,
copies.
okay, got it.
He skews.
But if you think about
He
that, right, he
skews.
skews the numbers way high because I'll
Correct.
bet you the average 900 million sales books is probably like
Probably
100 books or something like
correct,
that.
right? So
And it's
if
all friends and family.
correct, and if you think about it, like I just told you, you make $2.47 on a
Yeah,
$20 book, right? And if it costs you $2,000 to go through the self-publishing process, you will never break even,
yeah,
right? So you have to use it for something else, or you have to be able to market it to be in that top small percentage,
right.
right? Um, but yeah, it's just it's all very interesting to me because I see it as part of evolution. I see it as the next tractor, right? People were up in arms when the tractor came out.
Oh, they're up
How
when electric
how
when
is
cars
the
came
yeah
out in
right?
general.
How is
Cars
the
in general.
tractor going to take care of the land? Blah 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 blah. Well,
Yeah.
it still does it
Get
to
a
this
horse,
day,
you know.
right? Like, mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Oh
yeah,
man, this is a deep rabbit
so
hole, I'll tell you, that
it
we could
is.
really get into.
But the thing for me was that triggered me was that you have this 60-year-old carpenter that tried to create a flyer and was met with such hostility trying to showcase his work in a different way,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, you people need to get off your high horse for a second, right? Like, I don't think you have any idea what the average small business owner goes through and the stuff that they have to figure out on their own.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's now a tool that can help them with it, you should be celebrating the fact that he actually went and created a flyer and took that initiative,
Well, that
right?
I agree with, right? I have no problem with someone who owns a business. I mean, I have no problem with any of this, but I'm saying I would certainly have no problem with somebody who owns a business going out there and trying to, make their own marketing and get things out the door. I think and I don't know why people are giving them hate. I think where the hate comes from in a lot of ways is when people just use AI for the creative aspects, right? And try to pass it off as, hey, look at this great thing I made. You didn't make anything. You hit a few, you typed in a few keys and, AI spit out a song for you. It doesn't mean that you're now a songwriter,
Right. Right. So, but that's the thing
or
is
are you?
right. But it comes because you still had to prompt it to write those lyrics,
Right.
right?
Well, you did like you did with your golf songs,
So now
your
I actually,
ridiculous golf
but
songs.
I actually write most of those lyrics, right?
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you used AI
Oh
for
no, no,
that.
no. So
Okay.
I use AI for like outlines,
Okay.
but then I go in and I basically rewrite every single song because
Oh, I didn't know that.
AI sucks at rhyming and like matching words because it thinks something is pronounced a certain way, but it can't. And
Yeah.
then same thing, you have to understand that the music AI output, it cannot pronounce certain things.
Hmm.
It can't pronounce putter. Well, make a golf song without mentioning a putter.
Right.
A lot of names it can't do. It struggles with like Brooks Koepka. It can't say Koepka. Can't say Scotty Scheffler.
Gotcha. Because
Um,
it doesn't. It knows the letters, but it doesn't know
correct.
what
So
the
like
pronunciation is.
when I created the song about Scotty Scheffler, I had to be careful not to use his last name because
Right.
AI can't pronounce it. So it's called Walking with Scotty, right? Because I couldn't make it Walking with Scheffler
That's
because
funny.
I now know that it can't do it, right? So there's really, and there's a difference between people that are doing it at the least level,
Yeah.
right? Like minimum effort, right? Do I think most of those are ever going to use AI to write a hit song? Probably
No.
not, right? Like if you don't know when to ask it for certain things,
Although,
for a beat drop, well, it could
it's
get
probably
there.
a matter of time before you get an AI song in the top charts.
There's already an artist on YouTube, um, that is, I think, number 19 for June
In
in
the Billboard?
on YouTube, just YouTube.
On YouTube. No,
Correct.
I'm talking about the
But I think
Billboard
he's like the
charts.
19th most played musical artist on
Yeah.
YouTube, and it's all AI
It's all
music.
AI music.
Yeah.
If you want to help us grow our podcast to get the word out to other business owners that are looking for advice like this, hit that subscribe button. The more people that subscribe, the more people will see our video and the more information we can get out to other people. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and share with your friends as well. All right. This is a good conversation.
I know.
Ethan, I'm curious, by the way. Ethan's our sound engineer and our editor. Can we do polls on TikTok?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yes.
We can. Ethan,
think
do you know how to do a poll?
he would have to do it from in here.
Just respond on the thing if you know how to do it, because I have an idea.
Actually, he might be able to, if he made himself an admin, he might be able to start a poll. Admins have access to all kinds of things.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, Ethan, let me know if we can do a poll. I have a poll question I'd like to put
That was
up there.
a long rant on AI, wasn't it?
Oh, cool. Can you do it from where you are? He's writing us
Yeah.
on our messenger system.
Yep. So it's time for a nice, refreshing
Oh, dear
drink
Lord. Yes, please advertise the
of
non-advertiser.
Arnold Palmer Light, half and half, iced tea and lemonade. Need to get something refreshing in my
Is that
body after all
refreshing
this
for
stuff.
you?
It is
Yes,
so
yes.
refreshing. Yeah.
After all the sugar you had yesterday?
Just listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to some of the questions.
All right. So Ethan, we'll do it next time. But I had a poll idea. But all right, so let's actually hop into Reddit. Speaking of rabbit holes, right? So we are under the entrepreneur subreddit now, and this is from Pigeon Kicker 01. Oh, why do you kick pigeons? It's a shame.
I like this Three Dark Nights though on TikTok.
The what?
The guy on TikTok, the Three Dark Nights.
I'm sorry, I completely missed that. Please go ahead.
No, so what he's saying is he's utilizing AI to send emails to college, for high school athletes to college coaches.
Yep.
First step was getting a database of every college coach in America and their email. You can find them online. Every kid wants to play in college, and their parents are typically willing to pay to increase the chances, right? That is identifying a problem, creating a solution.
Yeah.
Right. Like, to me, this is kind of what the college advice guy does.
Yeah.
Right. He puts all the homework into looking into your kid's attitude, aptitude, all that stuff. He then researches every single college. He then pairs that kid with a college, with a major that would fit them, helps them get scholarships and all that stuff. Like, it is a brilliant business model. And there's two things that I've learned in business. People will pour an unlimited amount of money into their pets and children.
Their kids, yeah.
Right? Like, unlimited amounts almost. They will go broke trying to build the best life for their kid and their pet.
The kid, I understand. I have pets. I wouldn't go broke for my pets. I love my pets.
I wouldn't either. I told my wife, like, I have a hard limit per pet we have for what I'm willing to spend a year. Like, if we go in and they go, hey, it needs $1,000 surgery, and I'm like, we're doing the $180 syringe.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no, that's a hard no for me. I can go buy another dog for $400.
Oh, it's not that. So we are not getting into that argument. No way. that will be here all day on that one.
But yes,
I disagree entirely.
So I think this guy, this is exactly what we talk about on the show a lot, is identify a problem.
Find a problem and
find a solution. Right? And the fact that he's utilizing AI to do it makes it even better.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, low overhead. Basically, all you need is a well planned out CRM system that has every coach's name, every email, what sport he coaches, what state he's in, what college he's at.
Mm-hmm.
So when a kid comes to me and say, hey, I would really like to, I don't know, go to a college for skiing. He knows there's 11 coaches that do skiing at these colleges. Well, if the kid narrows it down to, well, I'm looking at one of these 3 states, he can now narrow it down even further, right? So now it becomes targeted marketing. We talk about this all the time,
absolutely.
right? Like, that's basically what he did. He's selling these kids to the coaches.
That's great, man.
And think about how few kids actually reach out to the coach.
Oh, absolutely.
right?
Yeah. And if it is, it might be a small email
Correct.
introducing themselves, and that's really
So
it.
he's probably they're already miles ahead if
Yeah.
they're using something like this to do it. I think this is brilliant.
No, 30 Dark Nights. Good job. Thank you for sharing that with us. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's exactly what,
If you wanna email me the list of coaches, my email is
yeah, right. All right. So entrepreneur subreddit on Reddit here.
Mhm.
What's the best example of boring businesses making the most money? I know. Time and again,
Mhm.
I've read about how boring businesses make the most money. What businesses have you heard of or are involved in that you would never think would make that much?
So
I'm thinking about like contacting coaches for high school students,
students,
to
yeah.
go to go into college.
Seems like low
That's
overhead,
that's an
high margin.
incredibly boring business.
It is, right? So this comes from Cody Sanchez.
Yeah.
Right. Like this is a known, oh, what are boring
Right.
businesses?
Right.
I can tell you what one of the most profitable boring businesses is.
So,
Pest control.
mhm. Oh yeah,
And
boring and very profitable.
yes. And I believe it's the porta potty industry is also relatively high profit margin because people don't want to.
That doesn't have to be boring.
It
It can be quite entertaining sometimes.
Right. But like septic tank cleanups and stuff
sure.
like that. I like there's this guy somewhere in, I want to say he's in Arizona or something. And I think they labeled him as the first blue collar billionaire.
Wow.
I want to say that's what he is. But he absolutely loved it. He loved the septic tanks and all that stuff. I think I told you this before.
Yeah.
He ended up inventing like a couple of machines and stuff, and he now makes those machines and sells them on top of
Right.
running the business, right? Like it's, but yeah, if you're looking for relatively easy to start businesses that don't require a lot of overhead and are boring, pest control is phenomenal because most of the guys that are actually licensed to do pest control are really bad at selling.
Yeah.
So if you can just find a guy that can do the work, if you're good at sales and marketing, then pest control is definitely one I would look into. But there's a lot of boring businesses that can be profitable, right? But what it comes down to, and what I feel like a lot of people are leaving out of this, is like when Cody Sanchez talks about like laundromats being boring businesses, right? Like there's nothing exciting about
There's
a
nothing
laundromat,
exciting
right?
about it. No.
But if you don't have the right laundromat, meaning that it's in the right place with the right audience around it, priced right, equipment taken care of, basically, if you don't get your customer service and your marketing right, it doesn't matter what business you have, right? And I was in an entrepreneur forum the other day, and they were asking me, what is the most valuable skill you can develop as an entrepreneur? And hands down, my answer is sales. Because if you can't sell it,
Yeah.
there's nothing is going to be happening, right? It's Mary Kay, the cosmetics lady.
Yeah. Right.
She famously said, nothing happens until somebody sells something.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And if you can't sell, if you're trying to be a business owner and you can't sell, then all you're going to wind up doing is working in the company and
Yes.
just, doing the, building this, building that, etc.
Yep.
I like one of these comments here says that this is great, leasing pallets, the wood pallets for
right.
like for shipping and whatnot.
Yep.
That must be incredibly boring. I mean, really, it's almost like The Office with they sell paper.
Yeah, like there's
how much fun could that possibly be?
Right. Yeah, well, actually, I sell paper. It's not all boring.
Why? How is selling paper not boring?
Because it's still selling a product.
It's paper.
It's so.
You want 20 weight or 30 weight, glossy or matte?
Yeah.
There you go. That's the extent of it there.
So we actually, but we sold plotter paper, right?
Yeah.
And the goal was to get to sell them a new plotter, not the paper. But
of course,
you start with the supplies. But
plotter paper's big. But yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of people forget that boring businesses aren't necessarily boring to the people that are running them.
Yeah.
They like the art of business and don't really care what business is making them money, right? Like, you and I both know a guy that will pretty much put money into anything that he thinks is a good business decision, right? Whether it's real estate, investing, buying a company out, like whatever.
Yep.
He is in business because he loves the business side of it. He could care less whether it's socks
Yeah.
or
Yeah. It
cups.
doesn't matter what
No,
it
he
is.
doesn't
Money is
care.
money.
Correct. He just likes the business side of business. So that's the type of guy that could go and buy a boring business that is not profitable and make it profitable
Yeah.
because he likes the business of business, not just what the business is. Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a passion for socks, right? Like he doesn't have a passion for.
And if you're a good business person, you don't need to.
Correct.
You don't have to be like, oh, no, this is what I've always wanted to do. In fact, I used to think when I was younger, heck, maybe on this podcast years ago or a year ago,
You did.
it has to be about, what you want to do, what you enjoy.
Mhm.
Now, I would say for your first business, yes, right? For your
So-
first business, it's got to be something you're interested in, because if you're not interested, you're going to walk away real quick.
Yeah. So this is why I really like franchising, right?
I'm not going to ring the bell.
No, because like you can literally go through a directory of different types of businesses,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if you've never been in business before, you could find like our franchises, for example, right? Like it's $9,000 to get in,
Yeah.
right? If you were to start in my industry, you will get burned for more than $20,000 in your first year or two,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like, so just the money you would get burned for is already more than what you paid, right? And we teach you how to use QuickBooks. We teach you business. We teach you sales. We teach you marketing, right? Like we teach you all of these skill sets that you need along the way. People have no problem dropping $100,000 on college. They should have no problem dropping $20,000 on a franchise that's well established and proven, right? And if you look up like in California, if you find a franchise that is for sale in California, California literally requires you to disclose your full FDD and make it available on the California website. So
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why a lot of franchisors won't go into California. But you can literally go in and look at a bunch of P&Ls. You can go in and look at how franchisees are performing, and you could make the decision just based on the numbers. Like I have a guy right now that happened to be at my shop 2 weeks ago and printing drawings because they're doing a tenant fit out. And I look at it and he comes in the shop and I'm like, hey, is this a franchise? He's like, yeah, it's a rapidly expanding franchise. He's like, me and my partner were both investors. So we didn't care what the business was. We were just looking for a franchise that was highly profitable. And they ended up getting like an eye smash.
Oh.
Right? Like, but they ran it. They didn't care what it was. It could have been a daycare. It could have been a Dunkin' Donuts. Like they didn't care what it was.
Yeah.
They just made the decision based on numbers, and that's where they ended up. Do you think either one of them wants to clean up paint and hand out bibs? And
No.
No.
You're not going to either. If you do it right, you're not going to have to worry about those kinds of things. That's why you hire people to do things.
And what getting into franchising will teach you is it teaches you processes and things to put in place, right? So that like almost every major franchisor out there, when you buy into it, you are buying a business development opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
What they then teach you to do is how to develop the business. Once you have that skill set, it doesn't matter what your next business is, right? And there's even franchisors like absentee owned franchises where you can own it and you don't have to be involved at all.
Yeah.
You could hire a GM, whatever, right? If you can find those types of franchises, you can own 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, right? Like there's groups that own 50 restaurants, but they're all franchise restaurants.
Yep.
They're not in the restaurant business. They're in the investor business.
Right. Then that
Right?
and that exactly. So that's where you go from being a business owner to an investor.
Correct.
That's a big step.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't. I don't know if people understand the difference here. So a business owner is the person who's in the business, overseeing, hopefully not working in the business, but working on the business, as we always say, overseeing the staff, making sure people have what they need, making sure customers are taken care of, but has an active everyday role in the business. Whereas the investor is the passive, here's money, go make it work.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything.
Go make more money.
Yeah, go make more of
Take
this.
this $100
and go make more of it.
And turn it into $125.
Right, exactly.
And we're good, right?
That's the investor. Then they're usually passive, not actively involved in the business. And a lot of times what you'll have is a business owner who's active in their core business
Yep.
and investors in many other
Yes.
businesses. And quite frankly, that's kind of where you want to get to in many cases.
Oh, ideally,
right?
yes.
Yeah, you want to have your core business,
Like
which
I,
is your money making machine, right? Or not
Mhm.
machine, but that's like your solid foundation is your core business because you have direct control over that.
Yeah.
And then the money that you make in profits from that, you
So,
can use to invest in other businesses
and
that other people are
and
running.
here's another way you can do it, right? Because I'm literally thinking about doing this right now. Is I have a client that has a business that's doing okay, right? They're not growing. They don't know how to scale it. They
Yep.
don't know how to take it to the next level. And they're not doing well enough that they could afford to pay me what they would need to in order to do that for them, right? So what you can do, depending on what business you're in, is like I can go to them and say, hey, listen, if you take me on as an equity partner, we will give you all of this.
Mm-hmm.
We will take you from 500,000 to 2 million over the next year. But in return, I'm going to want a slice of the pie,
Right.
right? That is for many an ideal way to get equity in another business is if you provide a service that they desperately need and they can't pay you,
Yep.
there are other forms of payment than handing someone cash, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, and yeah.
All right. So pigeon kicker. I don't know why you kick pigeons, but sure. Let's good luck to you.
Oh, but he's
What?
01.
01. It's true. 01.
He is
Oh,
he's number
that
one.
means there's others. I hope that answers your question. There's lots of boring businesses out there. In fact, I would say most businesses are probably pretty boring.
Once you get into running a business,
Yeah.
it is like, do you think there's anything exciting about running a restaurant?
Andy Warhol. That's the name. I couldn't come
Oh,
up
you're
with
looking
earlier.
for Andy Warhol?
Andy Warhol. I
Oh, yeah.
always said the Campbell soup picture and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
okay.
Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because one of his famous sayings is the best type of art is being good in business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on. This is from Zenzi. What?
I just read that title. And
Oh.
what we just talked about.
We just talked about. We'll talk about it again. What the
Uh-huh.
heck? ZenZ Tools 2025 says, I created an app and I don't know how to sell or market it. I
Mhm.
created an app to help developers, marketers, advertisers, and designers. It's totally up and live, but I don't know how to market it. Is it okay to sell the app itself, or should I study marketing first? Yada,
Yep.
yada, yada.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. What? Yes. What?
Yes.
Yes to both?
Before you start your entrepreneurial journey and start
Yeah.
building stuff that you think people might buy, learn how to sell it before you make it.
Yeah.
Like entrepreneur journey should be, you take a job with a small business that is good. This is my ideal journey, right?
Yep.
Get to know the owner, figure out how he learned sales and marketing because he probably did it when the business was first growing.
Yeah.
Talk to the salespeople there, talk to the marketing people, understand what it is that they really do. Do that for a year and then go and do your own thing after.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a basic skill set that is extremely costly to learn
Mhm.
while you're trying to boot a business and get it off the ground. Because now you're learning a new skill set while trying to work on a project or software, whatever it is. It just makes it that much more difficult.
Yeah. And one of the things, okay, so let's say you're building an app and you don't know how to sell. Then what are you building? Right? You have
Mhm.
to know what people want. You have to know, and the way you know what people want is by understanding how to sell to people. You should already know who your core market is. So this guy's talking about selling to developers, marketers, advertisers, and designers. Well, those are 3 or 4 really different categories,
Okay.
right?
So I just pulled up his site
Okay.
and I went to his pricing.
Okay.
75 plus professional tools with lifetime access. And the pro version, lifetime access to all professional tools, is $65 one time.
Okay.
I am not buying that.
Okay.
There is no way that you're going to give me all these tools with a lifetime use
Mhm.
for $65. Just
Why
not
not?
happening.
Why not?
Because that doesn't even pay for the servers to run it.
Okay, so I'll back up. I'm going to disagree with you on this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, contention time.
Yep.
Have you heard of Plex? The what you call it? The media library, Plex.
Yes, but let's assume I haven't.
Okay, well, let's assume you haven't.
Because
All right. Plex is software you can use. You can either download it onto your computer or create your own server, or you can stream media, whether it's your home videos or if you have the move and do it legally, right? Movie rights to certain movies and stuff where you can download them and you can stream them from anywhere on your devices if you have your own server. Well, when Plex was first starting out, they had a lifetime license for $70 that I bought.
yeah.
And it today
Same.
it's one of the
So
biggest platforms out there.
Yeah, we've bought lifetime access to tools.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they make a V2.
And you don't have it. Oh no, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not cool.
Oh, yeah. So
No, that's I don't like
you
that.
still have lifetime access to the original, but they don't do anything to upgrade it. So they make a version 2 that is way better.
Oh, this
utilizing all the stuff that they.
This was the latest Black Mirror season, the first episode of the Black Mirror.
Yeah.
If
Lifetime access.
Oh, it was horrible.
But now
horrible.
But now that is our basic
That's
level.
our basic level
Yes.
now. Oh my God.
Okay, so
if you hold on, I'm sorry. If you didn't watch this latest season of Black Mirror, please just watch the first episode. Because
I don't think it was the first episode, was it?
I think it was. Look it up real quick. We'll find the name of it. It is not just heart-wrenching, but it is unfortunately where we are going as a society. And as far as medical and things like that, and what you're saying is it's the first episode, right?
Season 7, episode 1.
What's it called? It's where you buy a subscription, you buy something, and it's supposed to be permanent.
Yep.
And then they say, oh well, now we have a new platform, and what you have is just the basic model. If you want the newer services, it's going to cost you more.
Yep.
And it's a horrible.
In addition to why I don't think he can offer this lifetime for free, is a lot of it is he's utilizing AI tools behind the back.
Yep.
So the moment he has to start paying for it, if you get one power user like us,
that's using it constantly, you're gonna eat through that 65 real quick. Real quick.
He'll be paying for us to use it.
I still think there's a happy medium somewhere. I think there's a way to do lifetime access legitimately. Not now we're gonna have version 2 and you don't get access to that.
I've seen plenty of people do it successfully, but like the thing is, like with a lot of this stuff, let's look at, so it's here, I'll pull up the one I need. So SEO tools, page speed analyzer, SEO content analyzer, schema markup generator, meta tag generator, XML, sitemap generator, mobile friendly checker, open graph generator, robot stocks TXT generator, SERP preview tool, broken link detector, keyword density checker, redirect checker. Well, most of us that are doing this for a living, we already have this built into other tools that we use, right?
Which, there's nothing new there.
There is nothing new. And in fact, there is nothing here that shows me why this would be better to use than what I currently have.
Okay, I gotcha.
Right? So like we have no reason... We would have no reason to switch to something like this.
So that's where the marketing comes in. That's where being able to sell your product. That's where this guy should be in front of you telling you why you want to switch.
Yep.
And not having that skill, not having that ability, you're right. It's going to be next to impossible to sell your software. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of this stuff looks very, very basic. Like, your potential customer for this is someone that is literally just getting started in some of this SEO stuff because like, not to plug anybody, but like if you're a basic SEO guy, you sign up for Rank Math, a lot of these tools are already there.
Yeah.
Right. If you sign up for something like Search Atlas or there's a bunch of them out there, right? All of these tools are already built into it. So you're missing the tools that they're giving. Like you're selling the tools we get as an add-on for free with them.
Right. Right,
Like,
right. Well, maybe that's why they're so cheap. I don't know. All right. Well, Zenzi Tools 2025.
and if I don't have for this, if I
Yeah.
don't have a master platform that I can, like a lot of the stuff are basic. There's nothing here that I couldn't use ChatGPT for.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing here that I can't use that for. So paying you the $65, I'm going to eat away at your AI credits instead of mine.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why you do it. No, but I will say this.
Trusted by 10,000 plus professionals worldwide.
Maybe it is, right?
Yeah, but there's not a single testimonial on here.
Well, again, the guy doesn't know how to market.
Don't lie.
Maybe he's not lying. Maybe he is. We don't know. We'll never know. I would say this. Congrats on making an app.
Mhm.
Not the easiest thing to do. Congrats on starting your business. But you should have. I would say, like you said in the beginning, really, you put the cart before the horse here. Learn how to market first before you go and wait and take all this time developing
Well-
this software. Because the problem is you're going to get left behind. Let's say your software is good. Let's say it's better than other ones that are out there.
Yep.
How are we going to know that? You have to tell us
And
that.
not only that, like if you were going after my industry, whatever you have on here, it is not convincing me to switch.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you never talked to, and a lot of these are tools that are right up stuff we would use, right? Like, but there's nothing here that would make me go, yes, we need to sign up for this.
Yeah.
Right? Like this would be a huge benefit to us. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing here. My guess is that he never went and talked to someone like me and said, hey, what tools do you actually need?
Right.
Like what interface would you like to see? Like what is the one thing, because some of these tools, we have them as standalone tools with different services.
Yeah.
If I could pull all of them into one panel, right? And there are people out there that literally just make panels for us. Like we pull all the data from all the different places, and all this tool does is make sense of the data,
Mhm.
right? It just shows us, gives us graphs and stuff. We pay for that. This tool doesn't add any value, like password generator. That's one of the tools.
It's still a tool.
I get it, right?
There's
I get it, but why are you selling me a password generator as
there's 100 of them for free.
because he specifically says it's marketers, advertisers, and designers.
Yeah.
Right? Like, is it great to have if I'm already logged in and I can use
So
that
this
at
is
the
what
same
I was
time?
getting at earlier. It's you made all these parts of your app, which is great, but did you ask anyone if they actually wanted them?
Yep.
And that's the marketing side of it.
Yeah. My guess is he didn't identify the problem before he started building.
Yeah.
He just started gathering information and built something,
Yep.
thinking he might be solving a problem, which it doesn't look like he's doing at all. I mean,
Yeah.
for someone that is brand new, starting out, has never been in this space, and is doing very, very basic things, pay him the $65 and use some of these tools. It's going to save you money on other AI subscriptions.
But established companies that are already using tools, you're not stealing them away from where they are.
No.
Not yet anyway. Not until you can show why your product's better.
Even Canva's base model has some of these, right? Like image resize tool. Like,
You sound angry, like you're mad at them.
no, I'm not mad at him. I'm like, go talk to someone that's in
Yeah.
any of these industries and ask them what they really need. Like if you're spending time building something that's going to be useful to them, find out what is going to be useful.
like image resize tool. Okay, what bothers you about the one you're currently using?
Correct.
Let me make that better.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility, right? Stuff like that.
Like basic things like like we use Adobe, we use all of these things, right? Like one of the things that is a pain in the butt with Adobe is how long the load time is, right? So like when you start it up, it has to load this whole thing, blah, blah, blah. Then you drop the image in, resize it. It's perfect. Microsoft Paint does the same thing in half the time.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't have to log in anywhere, don't have to do anything. I literally just push the button, put the graphic in, tell it what size, tell it what output format, and I'm good, right?
That's true.
Would I ever go and log onto a website to go resize an image as a professional in this industry? No, we probably wouldn't, right? So once again, go talk to people in the industries that you're going after. Find out what they actually need. Like, you will very quickly find out that, once again, if I'm having this problem, someone else
is too,
right?
yeah.
So like, we use a project management system. Okay. We have gone through probably 13 project management systems in 20 years.
Wow.
Because we get to a certain point and every project management system had the same problem. It was not designed around creatives.
Mm-hmm.
It was not designed around projects being related to a client. Rather, they were all standalone projects as if they were being done in-house.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we finally found one designed by a guy that used to own an ad agency or like a creative agency. And he was so annoyed that he couldn't find a project management system that
He built his own.
He built his own, and now he has tens of thousands of subscribers like me that are going, this is perfect. I can now set up like, let's say we have an SEO client and we have to put content out for them.
Yeah.
I can set that up as a task and then all the subtasks, right? Write the content, optimize the content, put it on the website, like anything that's involved in that task. Once they check off that last item, right? Once that is complete, it automatically regenerates itself with a due date next month.
Oh, that's cool.
You would think that's a relatively simple feature, right?
Someone had to think of it.
Correct.
Now that it's there, it makes sense.
Correct.
But before, it was like,
that was one of the things that was annoying to us, right? Like, and you cannot, all the other systems we used, right? And this is going to sound like a minor problem, but it's not, would generate the new project, meaning SEO for August, right? Even if you didn't get August done, it would generate SEO for September. So now you had August and September open. You cannot, it will not generate September until August has been checked off.
Oh, that's funny.
And it will start showing up as X many days overdue. This is now overdue. It starts sending emails to managers going, hey, we have a project that's falling behind, right? None of that stuff was really, because then manager goes, hey, are we working on SEO for Joe Schmo Company? And the guy looks at it and he's already working on September because he forgot about August. And he goes, yes. Right? Because the manager's not going to ask, hey, are we working on August?
Right.
He's just going to ask. And they sound like minute problems.
No, they're different. There's obviously differences.
Yes.
Definitely big issues. Well, Gummi, we're out of time.
Already?
I know. We got through 2 questions. We're getting better. One of these days it will be one. It'll be just one question. It'll take up the whole show. But
we got through.
No,
we got through the whole.
We did.
We did TikTok and 2 on here, right?
We did, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So for those of you on TikTok, please like and subscribe. Find us on YouTube. And for those of you watching this whenever it goes on YouTube, like and subscribe as well.
Oh, please.
And please send us your questions through the comments or reach out to us directly. We'd love to feature your question on the live podcast. So
and the more detail you provide, the better of an answer we can give you.
And again, 30 Dark Nights. Good job. That's a cool little product you got there. So with that, my friend, I am out the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we will
tomorrow. Because we would have been.
Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah, so
right?
1 week. So I won't be here next week,
so
and then the week after we'll be back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because where are you going again?
I don't want to say. I got so much hate for it last time. I'm not even going there. But it's going to be a fun time. Let's to say in the desert.
Can we say that there's going to be lots of sand involved?
There's going to be lots of sand involved. Yes.
Yes.
So with that, my friend, man, great talking to you, and we'll catch up next time.